and only. You look great, bud. Welcome back to the show. You know, I was looking stuff on the internet before the interview, and it's the 40th anniversary of the Karate Kid.
It is 40 years.
40. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
June 22nd, 1984. What do you remember about being? Did you at the premiere or seeing the movie?
There wasn't a premiere.
Really?
They didn't know. No, there wasn't a premiere in New York, but there was before it came out, about a month before, at the Coronet Theater on 3rd Avenue, was a sneak preview. And I sort of went into that theater. I hadn't seen a frame of the movie. I went into the back of that theater, and it was like sitting in the back of a roller coaster, you know? I walked in kind of like the regular guy. I had the outsiders at that point, so I was like maybe on the cusp. And then I left that theater like the local hero who won the Super Bowl and the Stanley Cup, and it's been that way ever since. The gift that keeps on giving.
And everyone sees you. Does everyone? Do this?
What's that? What is that? What is
just people just go up to you? Hey, come on!
They were doing it that night. That kind of like is what made us think that we might be doing this for a little bit, let alone 40 years.
I mean, I remember doing it. I was going, but I mean, what do you do when people do that to you on the street? Do you do it back to them?
Well, listen, I have a get out of a crane kick free card.
Oh.
That is, I've only done it over the years on military bases. So when the troops ask me to do it,
you do it.
I'll do it. I'm not going to say no to that. Right.
Yeah,
so then,
that's a good man.
So
that's exactly right.
So when anyone else asks me to do it, I say, have you served 3 terms overseas?
Yeah, exactly.
No. So then they're like, no, my uncle was in Desert Storm. I swear. Give me a picture of Uncle Bob.
That counts. Yeah, you got to do it for him. Yeah.
No, I'll be on one leg for the rest of my life.
Are you ever surprised that all the fans, the Karate Kid fans, are coming up to you? Or?
Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me.
What's a weird?
They kind of support the weird. So like, when is it off limits? I mean, is it off limits? I don't know. Everybody means well.
Yeah.
But, recently, coming out of the colonoscopy when the propofol...
No.
As the propofol is wearing off and you're hearing in the hallway...
Are you kidding me?
Does he really know karate? I'm like my cousin Vinny. I mean, I thought the sequel was okay. So then what does it do? It begs the question... What's going on during the procedure?
Yeah.
So
it's a conversation they've been having.
I have these visuals of it's like, okay, I like them in The Outsiders, so let's do it for Johnny.
Do it for Johnny. Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been out with you and I've seen you with fans, and you're a great sport. You're a good guy, man.
Oh, man.
It's so fun to go out with Ralph Macchio. We went to see an Islanders game.
Yeah.
And man, you want to see the place erupted when you were on the Jumbotron. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone
it's that local hero thing.
No, you were great. Let's talk about Cobra Kai. This is a giant deal. This is streaming right now on Netflix.
Yep.
And also, by the way, you directed an episode.
Yes.
This is.
Yep.
I think this is the right fit. Is you directing?
That's me directing the great Martin Kove, who plays John Kreese, arguably the Darth Vader of the Karate Kid universe. And so it's so nice. I'm usually, anytime I'm working with him, it's like, not on my watch, you son of a bitch. It's So it was so nice to collaborate with him creatively. I love working with the actors and bringing the vision to it. I learned from so many great filmmakers, Avildsen, and I get to share that. So it was episode 3 of the first block is the episode I directed.
That should come natural to you.
It does.
Was it a good fit? Did you like doing it?
I love it. I want to do more of it, and it just seemed it's storytelling and actors, directors. It's the communicating, the shorthand that seems natural to me, and I was the most invigorated over the entire series of those 2 weeks.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys do a great job, and the writers do a great job as well. You're always raising the bar, and I go, well, where can they go from here? And you go, we're going to go here. It gets better and better. What is happening this season? It's split into like 3.
Yeah, it's split into 3 drops. So because of the writers and actors strike, we couldn't get all 10 episodes done in time. So we have 5 now that are streaming live, and then in November 15th, another 5, and then the big grand finale will be sometime in 2025. I don't know the date yet. So, and we're going to bring it into a big fan-friendly finale. But right now,
it is so good. It is so fun.
It's the opening. This block is everything. It's kind of peacetime in the valley. With all the bad guys are kind of put away, and Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso are feeling pretty good, but you know, it's a karate soap opera. You know it's going to blow up at any time. You know it's going to happen. I mean, I have a clip that shows. But before we go to the clip, if we're going to the clip next,
yeah.
I just have to say.
It's your show. It's your show. You tell me what to do. Let me know when you want me to do anything. No, it's your show. Go for it. You're directing everything now. Yeah, just take it out. Just go. Yeah.
Right. So there is something I want to say, and I want to bring forth tonight as we are closing out Cobra Kai with the 6th and final amazing season. Day 1, 2017, when the show was announced, we were like on YouTube Red. Who knew? What was that? You know, we went out to some late night hosts and other talk shows, and they're like, yeah, good luck with that, buddy. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
And one man, one show, Jimmy Fallon, from day 1, sight unseen, had me on this show, and I've been back for 6 straight seasons promoting the show with a big embrace. So,
you're the best.
With that said, I brought a little something I saved from season 1, since you've been there from day 1. A season 1 crew jacket, honorary.
What?
For Jimmy Fallon.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
It's yours, baby.
Do they know? Does the crew know I have this?
You don't tell me.
Hey, I will wear this with pride. I will wear this with pride.
Listen,
I love you, buddy, and I love the show. Thank you so much. I want to show everyone a clip. This is an episode that Ralph directed. Here's Ralph Macchio and William Zabka in Cobra Kai. Take a look at this. What?
Who was it?
Nobody there. Just this.
Wait, you hear that?
Is it ticking?
Kreese.
Come on. You think Kreese would walk into a FedEx Kinko's with a bomb?
He did let a live Cobra loose in your dealership. I heard you never even caught the damn thing.
The Wrangler said that's not the point.
What about Silver? I could see him pulling a Unabomber move like this. Don't move it! All we know could have a dead man switch. Remember Murtaugh the Crapper and Lethal Weapon 2? The key is staying completely and totally still.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on! Ralph Macchio! The one and only. I'm so excited to have you here on the show. I want to get right to this great story that you were telling me. Your mom and dad met at The Tonight Show?
Yes, it's true. My mom and dad met. My dad was working with Johnny Carson at the very beginning on the first ever Johnny Carson Tonight Show. My mom was Dick Carson's assistant, which was Johnny's brother who directed them all. So my dad actually worked with Jack Parr first.
Really?
Yeah, and then Johnny came in. So my mom and dad literally met in a control room somewhere up here.
Yeah.
In 19-something.
Yeah. Welcome back. I mean, it's all full circle. That's got to feel cool.
It's awesome. And when I was like a kid, so I lived in Long Island, and my dad would take me on a train to come to NBC Studios. So I used to walk around in here when I was like 5, 6, 7, and go in all like the doctor set and all the different control rooms. No way. So when I was a kid, man, this was what opened me up to, you know, it's full circle that I'm here, you know.
I'm so happy. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I'm home.
Welcome home. Welcome home. This year marked the 40th anniversary of when The Karate Kid debuted in theaters. You were phenomenal. Do you remember seeing the movie for the first time?
I do. I remember it was in Westwood at a premiere. I went with all the original Cobras. We all rolled up to that together.
Yeah.
And sitting in the audience and watching the movie for the first time, I was also seeing myself for the first time ever in a movie, because before that I did a bunch of commercials. And there I am up on the screen, and you know, I was with the movie, and when Miyagi said wax on, wax off, and all the magical moments happened, I was completely sucked in. I got chills, you know, like everybody. And then at the very end, you know, when that kick comes, you know, that was a different story. So I mean, the whole audience erupted. I even caught myself going up too, but you know, Ralph describes the end of The Karate Kid and watching it, like when he was watching his first screening, as winning the Super Bowl and the Stanley Cup and the World Series all in one.
Yeah.
And for me, it was more like getting in a head-on collision in the Indy 500 and getting trajected into an angry mob.
Where people, the audience is rooting against you.
They were. In fact, when we were doing the movie, we were filming the final tournament scene.
Yeah.
And John Avildsen, our director, had cameras, like 8 cameras under the bleachers, and it was like live theater. So Ralph and I were fighting, and then we had all the fans watching it for the first time. And in the middle of our fight, at one point, I think Johnny did something illegal, and they told me to go take a knee, and the whole audience is booing. you know. And I look up and I see my mom sitting in the stands, and she's like, "He's really a nice guy. He's my son, don't be me." You know?
He's an actor, guys. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
but
I was looking at my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, it's okay. I'm just acting. I'm just acting."
Yeah, we actually found a still
Whoa.
of that, and in that circle there, that is your mom, right there.
That's Nancy, who's watching right now. I love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. Love you, Nancy.
Love you, Mom.
You gotta be proud of your kid here.
Yep.
I love that she was rooting for you.
Yeah, and my dad was there too, but he's on the side. He missed his camera moment. He was on the side of stage.
He missed his big moment.
Yeah, but they were my backbone my whole life, you know, from here all the way through my whole life. If it weren't for them, you know, I literally wouldn't be on the Tonight Show.
yeah, exactly. When you did it, and now you came back for Cobra Kai, do you say yes right away, like I'll come back as Johnny?
Yeah, no. Well, the guys, the creators of the show, Josh, John, and Hayden, I just call them the three heads, the three big cheeses.
They're brilliant.
They're brilliant. So they pitched it to me first before they went to Ralph. Then they said, "Hey, we have an idea for a TV show. Can you meet for lunch?" And I said, "Sure." So I brought them to a Mexican restaurant in Burbank. I didn't want to go over the hill to Beverly Hills. I didn't know what it was. So we sat down and we just ate chips, and they kept the waiter away, and they basically dumped Johnny Lawrence and Karate Kid Cobra Kai on me. And it was crazy because I never imagined replaying this character again after this many years. You know, I thought maybe you could spoof him or do a satire or something like that, but to actually play Johnny Lawrence. Anyway, they said, "Are you in? Are you out?" I said, "I'm in." And I said, "Now what?" They said, "We're going to go get Ralph." And then my response was, "Good luck with that."
Yeah, good luck with that.
Because Ralph was super protective of Daniel.
But did you know that Johnny was going to turn out to be a pretty good dude?
Well, that was one of my things that I said was, listen, I don't want to, at the end of the show, take the proverbial crane kick to the face and be the biggest douche of all time.
But you have good timing, you have good chemistry with Ralph and everybody, and I enjoy watching you.
Thank you so much.
You're very, very good at what you do.
Wow, thank you very much.
Is there any way that you could maybe teach me or teach us maybe just a move or a Johnny?
Yeah. Come on, I'll show you a little something.
Okay.
Okay. So this is actually, it's a jab punch combo. This is what, when Daniel walked into the dojo the first time he sees Johnny Lawrence, and Johnny's going, yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he smirks when he sees Daniel. So you're gonna learn that, which is like the first move everybody learns when they join Cobra Kai. So here we go.
Wow.
Okay, so we're gonna shed some of that loser skin of yours, Jimmy, okay? So let's take a step forward with your left foot. Okay, and this is your jab, pull that up like that.
Yep.
And then bend your knee, get your hand up like that. Good. And that's like 60% weight on the back and like this, and you're just kind of in the middle like that. You feel that?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
All right. You have any questions?
No. Oh my God.
Right. So here it is, Jimmy. This is
Just scared the hell out of me.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah, sorry for that. Yeah.
Johnny Lawrence every now and then comes out.
He comes
of
out
me,
here,
and I'm
yeah.
like,
Sorry.
I can't control him all the time. I'm
I
working
would
on it.
never want to fight you.
All right, so here's it. If it's choreographed, you would win.
All right, good. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go a jab and then a punch.
Yep.
Ready? 1, 2. Good. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna end on a ki. 1, 2, go. Kia!
Oh.
That's good.
It's not bad?
Yeah. You're the best, dude. Thank you.
I want to show you the clip. Here's William Zabka in Cobra Kai. Take a look at this.
Take one of those muffin things.
Magdalena.
What did you just call me?
That's what you're eating. Agavocadeus, essentialis, essentialis.
Well, you know what? You're not the only one who speaks Spanish around here. Yo también.
Actually, it's Catalan. That is what they speak here in Barcelona.
It's Barcelona.
Of course it is.
Yeah, William Zabka. Part 2 of the final season of Cobra Kai is streaming now on Netflix.